Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm be bringing you my England team for Euro 2021, or the England team I would pick if I was England manager. And I know I'm not, and I'm not even English, but don't say that. I watch English football a lot, so I think I have some sort of leeway to give my opinion, so that's what I'm going to do. I did this on TikTok and it got about 5,000, 6,000 views and it got loads of comments as well. So I was making this video so anyone from over TikTok can come over and see why I did them, because I'm going to go into more depth of why I picked the players and their positions and why. So I hope you guys enjoy. Starting off in goal, it's Nick Pope. I don't think there's a better England goalkeeper this season. Even last season, you could make an argument for Dean Henderson, but he just hasn't been playing for United this season at all. So Nick Pope, without a doubt, he's been excellent for Burnley. He's kept so many clean sheets. Yes, Burnley played defensive football, but you still have to have a goalkeeper to make big saves, and he makes big saves. Sam Johnson from West Brom, but I don't know how you could take a goalkeeper from second from bottom who have one of the worst defensive records. I'm pretty sure West Brom have the worst defensive record in the league, so I don't think he deserves a shout whatsoever. Dean Henderson, like I said, he just hasn't played enough, so I think Nick Pope without a doubt deserves to be the England #1 goalkeeper for the Euros. So my formation for this team is a 5-2-3 or a 3-4-3 in game. So it'll be 2 wing backs, 3 centre backs, 2 midfielders and 3 attackers. So at right wing back, I'm going to start with Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know he's been awful this season for Liverpool, and I know the whole thing of, oh, Trent can't defend, but I think at right wing back, it just suits him so perfectly because it allows him to be forward, to get attacking, because he's very, very good at going forward and he's an unbelievable cross. So it gives him that leverage to go forward and stay forward, whereas he doesn't have as many defensive duties because of who we're putting behind him. He just doesn't have to defend as much, and I know he's dreadful at defending, if I say so myself, and he's probably one of the worst right backs in the Premier League at the minute for form. But I just think at right wing back, it just suits him perfectly. He can flourish at right wing back, so I just think without a doubt Trent Alexander-Arnold had to be the right wing back spot for our England team. At left wing back, I've gone with Luke Shaw. Now, you could make a big argument for Ben Chilwell, you could, and I would understand it, but I just feel because of how good Shaw has been lately, I just think he deserves it. Like, Chilwell's lost a spot in the Chelsea team, and I just think Shaw has been so good. One of the best left backs by miles in the league this season, on form anyway. He's very good at defending. He's excellent going forward. If you actually watch United this season, because Shaw hasn't been known for going forward as much of recent, but if you actually watch United this season, he's the kind of the one starting the attacks. His cross have been brilliant this season, and he's really, really good going forward. You could also make a claim for Bukayo Saka from Arsenal, and I've seen people on my TikTok comments saying that Saka should be in, but I just think at left wing back, just Saka doesn't suit him. At left wing, yes, because Saka's been without a doubt one of the best youngsters in the league, but he's just not a left wing back, and I know he played there for Arsenal last season, but he's not good enough defensively to get in there, but he's very good going forward. I think we should bring Saka without a doubt, but I don't think he should start not at left wing back anyway. So yeah, Luke Shaw definitely makes into my England team at left wing back. Now, starting off for defence at right centre back, I've gone with Kyle Walker. Now, this was a tricky one for me because I was thinking I wasn't going to play Walker or Wan-Bissaka or even Reece James at right wing back because I think Trent has that position established because of how well it suits him. But I just think for right centre back, it was so tough. I didn't think about Reece James. I don't think he's good enough, to be honest. I think Wan-Bissaka and Kyle Walker are far better. That's my opinion. But I think it was so tough between Wan-Bissaka and Kyle Walker. But I just think Kyle Walker, just due to his centre-back experience with Man City and how well he's played at 3 in the back with England, just gets it in. His one-on-one attacking v defending is brilliant. He's also good going forward, and he can carry the ball forward as well. He's good at corners, he's good at height. He's about 6 foot. But yeah, I just think his defensive prowess and his experience at right centre-back will put him over Wan-Bissaka for this position for me. So yeah, Kyle Walker made it in my right centre-back in my England team. Now, over at left centre-back, it was a bit of a no-brainer for these centre-backs. I went with John Stones. John Stones, he's been absolutely flying. He's probably the most in-form English defender at the minute, and he's been flying for Man City in recent form. He's been scoring, he's been defending, he's been keeping clean sheets, he's been doing everything. It's a no-brainer. I don't know what else I need to say. I don't think there's any centre-backs you could have said. You could have made a claim for Konza or even Connor Cody, but Connor Cody's Wolves have been awful this season, so has Connor Cody. And Konza I just think's too young, too inexperienced, never even made an England cap. So to bring him to a major tournament or start him in a major tournament, I just think would be a bad idea. So yeah, John Stones without a doubt makes into the team. Now from a central centre-back, I've gone with the fridge, Harry Maguire. Now I know he's called the fridge and I know everyone memes him, but I just think he's just such a solid defender. And people in my TikTok comments were saying, oh, Cody for Maguire or this, and saying Connor Cody was so much better. But no, Maguire's just such a more solid defender. He just carries the ball better. He's better early as well. And I think I wouldn't say he's a better leader, but I just think inexperienced. He's played in European games, he's played in big semi-finals. I know we haven't made a final, but he's played in big semi-finals. I don't think Conor Cody has, so I just think if you want someone to marshal that defence, it's Harry Maguire. He's done it, and I know he gets memed a lot, but if Conor Cody made the same mistakes as Harry Maguire made, no one would say anything, because Maguire's mistakes are so much more illuminated because of his price tag and because he's the captain of Man United. He just gets memed on so much. And yes, he's got a big head, he's a big slab head, but I don't think that should take away from his footballing ability and his defending ability. So Harry Maguire makes into my centre-back spot. Our first central midfielder is Jordan Henderson, Liverpool captain, Champions League winner, Premier League winner. He's got the lot. Jordan Henderson, without a doubt, makes into this England team. He's a leader in that midfield, and I think who I'm playing beside him, he needs to play in that midfield. He will play as a bit of a free roam midfielder, which I think he plays so much better. And if you actually watch him at Liverpool, he doesn't play well. He doesn't play as well at CDM as he does when he plays just centre midfield, where he can go box to box, he can pick the ball up, he can go forward with the ball, he can play his long passes. I think at CDM he's quite trapped and isolated at CDM, whereas if we play him in the free roam centre mid, he can just do everything. He can go box to box, and that's exactly why he's in my midfield, because of who is playing beside him, who I'll say in a minute. But I just think Jordan Henderson had to be in the England team. He had to. He's the vice captain. He's a leader. He's a proper leader. Like, I know I'm not the biggest fan of him, but if you actually watch him and you listen to him, he's a quality footballer. So yeah, Jordan Henderson makes it in the centre mid spot. Partnering Jordan Henderson in the midfield is James Maddison. Now, this one was very tough, and I know people said in the comments in my TikTok video that I should include Foden, and it's so tight at the minute. And I think Foden might edge it towards the end of the season, depending on how well City are going to win the league, but depending if he can keep his form up, which I'm sure he will. But at the minute, James Maddison is going in the team. He's just brilliant. And how I'm going to play it is I'm going to have Henderson sitting in a free roam centre mid, box to box, sitting more covering Maddison in centre midfield, and I want Maddison just in behind Kane, where he plays at Leicester in the number 10 role, just in behind Vardy. I've given away that Kane was in, but I think you knew that already. But I think James Maddison will be brilliant in this England team. He's been brilliant for England already. But I just think he's been a class form this season. He can take free kicks. His distribution of passing is brilliant. He can dribble. He can shoot from long range. I can't say any more about James Maddison. He has to be in the team. But like I said, Foden does amazingly well as well. And you can play Foden on the right as well. So that might edge him a bit as well towards the end of the season. But for now, James Maddison makes it into my England team. Starting off the front three, on the right, it's Marcus Rashford. I think based on form this season, he just edges it over Sterling. It was very close between me and Sterling, and I wouldn't want to have Rashford on the left, especially United. I wouldn't want to have him on the left, but I think because of who's on the left wing in this England team, I think Rashford had to play on the right. Rashford, I think, is doing far better in form this season. He's playing far better for United than Sterling is for City. I think Rashford has 27 goals and assists compared to Sterling's, I think it's 16 on all competitions. So yeah, Rashford has to play. I think Rashford also offers them something because of how he plays at United, a quite fast-paced counter-attacking football. I think this England team might be more suited to a Rashford over a Sterling. But like I said, it's so close. But I think Rashford just does enough to make it in the England team. On the left, we've got Jack Grealish. Now, this was a no-brainer for me. I think him and Harry Kane up front had to start. He's been one of the best England players so far this season. He's been absolutely quality for Villa. I don't even know his stats this season, but he's been so good. You could have played Rashford, you could have played Sterling, but I don't think any of them had a shout over Jack Grealish. He's been amazing this season. I think that's all I have to say. Jack Grealish, without a doubt, had to go in. So yeah, he makes it in the left wing spot in this England team. Up top, it's England captain Harry Kane. First name in the team sheet when you name the England team. He's been in flawless form. I think it's 14 goals and 11 assists this season. It's absolutely crazy for a striker. He's really changed his game this season. You can see him playing more as a centre forward, which actually might suit this England team a bit more. Let Rashford come into more of a striker role. Let maybe Maddison overlap. Even Grealish come inside as well. So I think if he can adapt his play like that, he will be absolutely brilliant in this Euros. Vardy, you could have made a shout for Vardy, but I just think Kane it was a no-brainer. I think this was the easiest choice for me. England captain, Spurs captain, 14 goals, 11 assists. He's just got everything, Harry Kane. So yeah, I think he will be probably England's most pivotal player come the Euros, like he was in the World Cup. I just think he's going to play that influential role once again. So yeah, Harry Kane finishes off the England team. Just like to finish as well by just clearing a few things up. You see the likes of Konsa, Foden, Saka. Well, maybe not Foden, but Saka. I just think because they haven't played for England for very long and they're so young and they're teenagers, like they're such young players, they've hardly made any appearances for England. It's so tough to bring them to a major tournament and start them. It's a bit like what Roy Hodgson did in the 2014 World Cup. you end up having all these teenagers who've never played and never been in a stage as big as this, and they crack under the pressure, and it can end up ruining a lot of players' careers. So that has maybe altered a few of my positions due to that, but I just think it's for the best, and I think hopefully you understand that as well. So yeah, just wanted to clear that up. So I've had to use Footbin for this, so don't judge me, but this is how the team would look like on paper. This is how it would line up with 5, 2, and then 3 with the wing backs, and then this is how it would play in game. So it'll be a 3-4-3, you know, with the fullback sitting on the left and right mid. Thank you guys once again for watching. I'm sorry it was another team video. I think that's all the videos I'm ever going to make on this channel, but it's not a promise. I'm going to be bringing more things. Might be bringing a couple of boxing things soon as well. This channel is MCK Sports and MCK Football after all. I think I need to learn that as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment down below. If you want to see me do any more teams, I'm sure you don't, but if you do, leave them down below as well. Leave any comments. If you want to see me review a couple of things, what I think, you know, I know a couple of things on TikTok have been saying, you know, Cancelo versus Trent was in one of the comments, so I'll definitely reply to that on TikTok. So go check that out, MCK Sports on TikTok. And yeah, hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please smash the subscribe button, share this with your friends, leave a like as well. And thank you, and see you guys later.